Hello everyone and welcome to our presentation about digital detox on emerging wellness trend. So let me begin by saying that did you know that an average person actually spends 50% or more of their day just facing their phones, their gadgets, bombarded by notifications that affects their focus and even their peace. Yet very few recognize that this exposure to technology actually has its drawbacks, which manifests through chronic stress, sleep deprivation, or yung hirap makatulog, weakened relationships kasi, syempre, imagine mo, you're facing your phone, you're not having communication with another person. Let's say, kunyari, for example, your partner, lagi ka naka-cellphone, hindi mo siya pinapansin, your relationship gets affected. And then, of course, yung last na is yung pervasive fear of missing out. Kasi syempre, diba, sa generation natin, ang gusto natin talagang updated tayo, ano nangyayari dito, anong chika doon, what's the trend here, anong uso dyan, anong bagong outfit ngayon, anong usong makeup, gano'n. We really want to be updated. So we have this fear of missing out, o yung tinatawag natin FOMO. So, to reclaim our mental clarity, our physical being, and our genuine presence in the world, the necessity of digital detox has shifted from a wellness trend to a crucial act of self-preservation, a deliberate and a life-altering choice to unplug and reboot our lives.
So next is, what is digital detox? So digital detox is a period of time when a person is intentionally avoid using digital devices like cell phone, laptop, computer, or social media. So ang goal nito is to reduce stress, improve mental health, and reconnect with real-life activities and relationship without digital distraction. So, sa panahon nga natin ngayon is tutok na tayo sa paggamit ng mga devices, sa pag-scroll sa TikTok, and yung mga paggamit natin ng devices dahil nga sa trabaho. So, minsan is sumusobra na and nag-cause nga siya sa atin ng stress, anxiety, and dahil nga dito is napupuya tayo. So, mahalaga talaga na mayroon tayong digital detox para yun nga para ma-less yung stress natin and ipahinga yung isip natin mula sa digital world. So, benefits nga nitong digital detox is para na rin niyang maayos yung tulog natin, yung maganda yung mood, and magkakaroon tayo ng time para sa family natin. And yun nga, magiging productive tayo sa araw-araw natin paggawa.
Now let's proceed to the digital detox target audience. So, the first one here is the younger generation. So, ito yung mga Gen Z and Millennials. So, kasi diba, kung ating mapapansin, ang mga Gen Z ngayon ay sila yung mas babad sa internet, or sila yung mas maggamit ng technology. So, they are the digital natives who are highly susceptible to the negative effect or the constant connectivity due to the growing up with the smartphones and social medias as the norm. So, kasi kung mapapansin naman natin sa panahon ngayon na ang mga bata ay mas magaling pa gumamit ng technology at sila pa yung mas may madaming alam. So, they are the one who experience anxiety, low self-esteem, and social comparison due to the social pressure. So, dito din pumapasok yung fear of missing out. So, ito yung mga tao naman na parang hindi kompleto yung buhay nila pag hindi sila nakaka-update sa social media. So, basically, ang mga kasama dito is yung mga influencers. So, from the curated online lives and the suffer sleep disruptions from the blue light before bed. So, yung goal naman ng detox dito is to stabilize their mental health, reduce social anxiety, and foster real-world connection. So, like for example, mayroong isang kabataan na ang kanilang time is more on online games. So, ang ginagawa ng detox is to hiwalayin muna sila pansamantala sa online world para magkaroon sila ng stabilized mental health para mabawasan din yung kanilang social anxiety. So, the second one is the individual experiencing a negative effect. So, they are specifically noticeable physical mental health consequences directly tied to the screen time. So they are the one who use technology and to cope with their stress ay minsan naglalala lang yung kanilang mga anxiety and depression. They are the one who suffer physical symptoms like headache or poor sleep that improve when they step away. So basically, ito din yung mga example nito is yung mga tao na nasobrahan sa paggamit ng technology and nagkakaroon na ng effect sa kanila. Like for example, yung headache or yung meron na silang, nahihirapan na silang matulog. So, ang goal naman ng detox dito is to break the cycle of using the technology as a negative coping mechanism and focus on physical and emotional well-being. So, next is the working professional. So, these are the persons who engage in technology. So, their jobs demand constant connectivity, like emails and calls, or basically, ang pinaka-best example dito is yung mga call center agent kasi sila yung mas focus or mas tutok sila sa paggamit ng mga technology. So, making it nearly impossible to maintain a healthy work-life balance. So, di ba, pag mga call center agent ay ang pahinga lang nila is yung tulog. Pero minsan, di ba, kung mapapansin din naman natin na imbis itutulog nila ay mag-update pa sila sa social media kung ano bang nangyayari sa ganito-ganyan. So, they are the one who suffer tech fatigue and burnout from the expectation to be always on, which lead to the chronic mental exhaustion and reduced productivity due to the fragmented attentions from the constant notification. So, ang goal naman dito ng detox is to set free yung boundaries between work and personal life. So, restore mental clarity and increase productivity. So, dito sa pamamagitan ng detox, ay matutulungan natin sila na parang i-manage yung kanilang time na imbes i-scroll nila sa social media is magkaroon sila ng personal time, like magkaroon sila ng meditation or magkaroon na lang ng konting exercises. So, the last is the people with the high technology reliance. So, these are the people, they are exhibit addictive behavior toward their devices. So, feeling compelled to check them, experiencing distress when they cannot. So, basically, ito yung mga tao na hindi kayang iwan ang mga cellphone. So, mostly naman kasi sa panahon ngayon is yung mga kabataan is hindi nila kayang iwan yung mga phone nila kasi lahat na lang ng kanilang mga ginagawa ay nasa phone. So, sila yung engage in compulsive checking and interference with life where technology actively disrupt important function like work, school, relationship, or hobby. So, dito na pumapasok yung na-obsess na sila sa paggamit ng technology na nagkakaroon na sila ng problema sa kanilang work, sa school, or sa relationship. So, ang goal naman dito ng detox is to evaluate the relationship with technology, identify yung unhealthy habits, and to create new mindful habits to regain control sa pag-use ng technology.
And now I'll be talking about why digital detox is becoming a trend in medical and wellness industry. So, in today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, many people spend hours every day using gadgets like smartphone, computers, tablets. So, while technology helps us to stay connected and productive, too much screen time has been proven that cause several health problems. So, alam naman natin sa panahon ngayon ay mas nakapokus tayo sa paggamit ng gadgets at sa sobrang paggamit nito ay nagkakos din ito ng stress, anxiety, puyat, eye strain at minsan pati ang focus natin is naapektuhan na din dahil sa sobrang paggamit nito. Kaya dumadami ang mga health expert na nag-encourage ng digital detox. So, ibig sabihin nito ay magpapahinga muna sa paggamit ng gadgets at nakakatulong ito para ma-refresh ang ating isip, makatulog ng maayos at maging kalmado. So, bukod din dito ay nakakatulong din ito para maibalik tayo sa totoong connection sa sarili, sa ibang tao at sa nature. So, digital detox isn't just a trend, it's health choice para maibalik ang balance sa buhay natin. That's all.
So based from my research, there are 5 steps on how this digital detox works. So the first is setting clear boundaries. Second is creating a tech-free zone. Third is substitution with analog activities. Fourth is mindfulness and reflection. And the last one is gradual reintroduction. The first thing to do is setting clear boundaries. So, yan ang mahirap. Yan ang napakahirap. Kasi, in our modern world, di ba, napapasabi na nga lang ako na buhay ko na to. Yung buhay ko, part of my life na yung cellphone ko. So, ang hirap mag-set ng boundaries, lalo na kapag gusto mo talagang ilalagay mo yung phone mo sa'yo. Kasi nga, malingat lang yan, mawala lang sa kanya. Like, parang hahanapan natin mo na. So, kung gusto mo talaga mag-digital detox, you must set a boundaries or limitation from your gadget or your any type of gadget that you have. Kunwari, on weekends, Labada, Saturday, so, makakapag-digital detox ka nun. So, yun yung one example that limitation. And for Sunday naman, you're on the church. So, syempre, discipline sa sarili. You must not use your cell phone if you are inside the church. So, the second step is a tech-free zone. So, dito naman, you're going to locate your phone or you're going to put your phone out of your sight. Like, for example, is itatabi mo siya sa loob ng drawer. But, honestly, nagagawa ko lang siya kapag ako'y matutulog na or whatsoever. Ganyan. So, the third step is the substitution. So, one time, nag-digital detox ako, which is, ang ginawa ko, habang nakacharge yung phone ko, ay nagtanim ako sa likod bahay namin. And yun yung naging, yung ginawa ko while I am bored and habang nakacharge yung phone ko. So, ayun, nakakagawa ko ng gawaing bahay. Yun, ano pa ba? I am not a type of person kasi na mahilig basa ng libro. So, mga ginagawa ko lang kapag bored ako or nakacharge yung phone ko is magtatanim ganyan, naglilinis ng bahay. So, yun, kailangan mo talaga ng substitution kung gusto mo mag-digital detox. So, the fourth one is mindfulness and reflection. So, I've experienced this na tumunog yung messenger and akala ko sa akin yung messenger na yun. So, sobrang adi ko nga sa gadget. I thought that was mine. So, kailangan talaga ng reflection. Kailangan ng reflection on maging mindful ka ba sa na-experience mo para maging digitally detox ka. Mag-digitally detox. So, the last step is the reintroduction. So, after na detox period mo na yun, na natuto ka na and naranasan mo na-experience mo kung gaano kalaki yung pagbabago after mong digitally detox. So, nililimit mo na yung sarili mo sa paggamit ng phone. May specific app lang na gagamitin ka. And yung sa pag-notif ng mga kahit anong apps or anything na from your gadget is dililimitan mo siya or pre-reserve mo na for your clarification of being or having digitally detox. So, that's all